You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl, that you can keep on the chain, girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up out the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Me running off you on the porch crying, girl. Miss me, that's your
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olsen. Will Reichert will get this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball. He was seemingly in control the entire game. His defense, they talk about trying to bait him into making some mistakes. So he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. It is 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's Penix. To the left side, he gets back to Mooney. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. They'll come up here 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down. We're going to go play action with Penix. Down he goes. Jonathan Grenard. He gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season. On 3rd down, Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are we going to do on 4th down? The Falcons getting their punter out there. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. So, the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today, and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Off the play fake. It's the ball comes out. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
They'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense going to take over now for the second time. So, Greg, this offense comes on the road here in week 2. Look, road games are so hard in the NFL, but it's nice to hit the road coming off a win.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's amazing how winning creates more winning. It kind of has the ability to kind of build on itself. It's a snowball effect. So when you're winning, you're feeling good, everything works. And all of a sudden, you start losing, and you start questioning everything about your approach. So the key in the NFL is win or lose, you're on to the next game. And it's the team's ability to start fresh every single week, regardless of the previous week's outcome. Those are the teams that find themselves in position of the playoffs down the stretch.
And it's third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stop him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over for their second possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into two, one bad play to turn into two. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Out of bounds at his own 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he is on to punt for Atlanta. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Vikings offense about ready to take over once more. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been, because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well saved the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
Yeah, I think going into the season, I'd make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson. They continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams, and that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top three for the last couple of years, but if Chicago and that roster, if that's your fourth best team in your division, man, I'll tell you what, those are going to be some really competitive division games this year.
And I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's the length of the franchises, but when these divisions go head-to-head, there always is a legacy feel that just is additive to the anticipation of those matches.
Yeah, and every one of these franchises has significant history for a lot of different reasons. They have Hall of Fame players, Hall of Fame coaches, some of the most iconic individuals in the history of the league that have played for these four organizations over the last 50-plus years. So there's so much into it, more than just the matchup on the field in that moment, and you can feel it with how much the fan bases rally behind their team.
On second down, here's McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. They get 22 yards there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. They'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the 34-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Now they'll pitch it out here. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down. And he's going to pick up the Vikings first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Vikings first down.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Got his man at the 6. And he's in. T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Minnesota. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
He kicks this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times. Maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike, you think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay won one recently with with Brady. And then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan. And New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees. And Carolina, we played in the Super Bowl. This was a division you didn't want to play. Now, they've all fallen on their resets. New coaches, new quarterbacks. Tampa Bay has done the best job weathering and taking advantage of their rebuild and their next era in the midst of a down division. So, big reason they've won 4 in a row. Can Atlanta, can Carolina, New Orleans, can they catch up? Because right now, like you said, Tampa Bay's been the dominant team in this division.
Greg, you lived it, you know it. While these may not be the biggest markets in the league, the rivalries amongst these teams really elevates what you see when you watch the NFC South go head-to-head, too.
Yeah, and over the years, there's been some major games played between Hall of Fame quarterbacks in uniform for all these teams. So it has a lot more history and a lot more, kind of relevance than maybe it feels as of late. The markets are a little smaller. The teams have been down. They might not have the premier star players that they had in past generations. So they've got to continue to rebuild these rosters, continue to have these new coaches find their footing, and we might be a year or two away from the NFC South getting back to what it used to be.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down on his 26. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
It is 2nd and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
A 39-yard attempt.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The lead sits at 4. We'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One final throw before the break. To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release. The draft has become this multi-day, huge event. Green Bay marched to all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind. Interested to see how they fit in the league as this season gets going.
Obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. Cam Ward goes number 1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. But I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit, I think you look at Ashton Jeanty. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Jeanty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their 1st-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, the Heisman winner. Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
That's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful plays? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day one, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. So if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they give Hunter early in his rookie year.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Throwing on second.
Ciao. Ciao. Že nemají. Když se objednávali ty paní, to věc dobré. Nemáme rád dneska. No, to nám dává von, my vždycky dáváme to studio. No. Dobře, tak něco se pozdíle. Ale bylo to objednaný případně. To si přijde, to mi to bude.
Po první třetině se vracíme opět do jihočeského hokejového slotostánku na prostředí utkání domácího Motoru proti.
Down is McCarthy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
We'll try and run for the first down with Jones.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for first and goal.
They'll run it here with Jones. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
2nd and goal.
McCarthy to the air on second down. He's in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. His second hit to the game. And both have gone for touchdowns.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Record out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. Boom! Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The
Falcons offense trotting back out for their first involvement of the second half. On first down, it's Penix. He's got his man, it's Mooney. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. So, from 37, here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
It's a gain of 10. And the Falcon first down.
They run over center with Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It will set up second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw is Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 4 yards to go.
Now Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Open man down the field. It's McLeod. They get 25 on that connection. 1st down, Atlanta. Penix going to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Robinson. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
A loss of 4
Anthony
yards.
Walker. He's in to drop him for a sack. And that will bring up 4th down.
The Falcons field goal.
And this one online. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. He'll get this out wide. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
1 yard gain.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. On play action, here's McCarthy.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
To the air, on 3rd down is McCarthy. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble. They'll give them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of
So,
11.
1st and 10 here now at the 38.
1st down.
He'll try the left side with Jones. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard
They
line.
run it once more with Jones. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A 2-yard loss
3rd
on the
and
play.
11.
It's 3rd and 11.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll put Addison in motion. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That is incomplete, taking the shot there as we reach the 2-minute warning. It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And they'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready to take over once again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle. Catch made by Mooney. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Robinson. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Automatic first down.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
A gain of 12. First down.
On first and 10, it's Penix. Moving to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. From the gun, it's Penix. Down the field, connection made to Mooney. Now a timeout. And that's their first. Clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. To throw again, it's Penix. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Ray McLeod is the one he was looking for there. It's second down. Again, it's Penix. This is caught at 2. And this will be a touchdown. They are within a 2-point conversion of coming back to tie this game. Listen to this crowd. These guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing again, it's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. The defense holds, stopping the 2-point conversion in the final minute, and this remains a 2-point game. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So a win here for the Vikings. They're able to build on the solid performance of a week ago, and they make it 2 in a row with the victory here in this one.